Okay, this is Yikes754, and we're back with Doom 64 Retribution Outcast Episode for the one last time. This is level number 9, Nebula. This is the last level of Doom 64 Outcast. So, they give us a lot of stuff, and for a reason. Because there will be some heavy stuff in this map, but this map as a whole, I played through it a couple of times, to familiarize myself with it. So it's not necessarily that difficult map, but before I start, I want to point this out right here, right now. There is a demon artifact. Do not approach the artifact. Just don't, because it will disappear. I don't know if it is possible to obtain the artifact later on, but the only way that I've been able to obtain this demon artifact is that you have to actually access it from the other side, which means that there is a wall behind that demon artifact, which means that you will have to activate that door from the other side. And as soon as you approach that demon artifact, it will disappear. I don't know, will it disappear for good? But I'm probably not gonna find out. So, because if you approach it from this side, it will disappear. I don't know if it will be removed to another location or something, but for right now we're not doing anything about it. So we will get that very, very late in the map, but there's actually a very good reason why we will be getting that. But let's make sure that we have all the pickups that we need. And it's funny how this map resembles Watch Your Step from Doom 64. So, and it also shares the same music track. And go over here, press the switch, and really, I'm surprised. That was certainly the most unexpected situation where you figure out a key vanishing before your eyes. But anyway, all of the keys that you will see, they will be actually spawned right in here. And the minute that you grab the key, I'm gonna take the Unmaker, because there will be some action. Okay, this is getting out of hand. No big deal. And now that we have the yellow key, it means that we will have to go over here. But be careful, there could be like wandering barons just like that. Because some of the enemies, they are kind of like spawned over here, so we have to be a little bit careful. There you go. And with that, we can open up these bars. And you don't have to be a genius to figure out that this is going to be a major trap. So it's not that bad necessarily, depending on what kind of weapons you are carrying. But for this situation, I'm going to grab the Unmaker, and let's go down here. Take these, and there will be a second wave. Not too bad. And now we can access these elevators. These were actually blocked by a bar over here, so it means that once the second wave spawns in, I think it's actually, then it is possible to access these. And now we can go over here. But be careful, there is a trap coming up. And yes, you saw completely right, those are Nightmare Hell Knights. They look a little bit more intimidating than they really are. They're just, standard Hell Knights. They just happen to be translucent, so it is no big deal. And with that, that backtrack teleporter lowers down actually. It doesn't lower up. Lowering up is technically very difficult, so. But anyway, let's take the teleporter, and you will be teleported into this room with that Arachnotron. And this is the first secret of the map. We will use that for later, but for right now, we will deal with these pain elementals. There you go, no big deal. And here is the red key, but as it usually tends to be in Doom 64, that's actually a pretty neat effect. That's nice. But anyway, the key goes over here. And it's funny how those torches change color. Because first they even weren't torches, but they get actually spawned in, so it's pretty nice. One of those Doom 64 things. And what we can do at this point, we take the key, but we're not going to use the invulnerability just yet. But we have to be a little bit careful because there are some specters running around. And I think there might have been cacodemons on the side hallways that the first wave actually had those wandering barons around those side hallways. So now that we actually do have a good deal of rockets, and this is the last map, why not to put the rocket launcher into a good use? This battle as a whole, nothing awfully difficult. It is just, enemies with higher hit points. And we still do have some enemies remaining around here. Because we do get some cacodemons. There aren't too many of them, but just deal with them. Not much of a challenge. But now that we have dealt with all of the monsters, we can access the red door. And this is the room where things happen. But I'm going to be taking a fairly straightforward approach for this room, because I did spare that invulnerability for a reason. So we can now just... Oh wait, it wasn't this one. I think it's the other one. So it's... Over here we do have the invulnerability. Let's grab it. Let's go really fast. Select your Unmaker. Grab the Megasphere. Quickly turn to the right. Lower this wall. And yes, you heard that right. And this is how you get the demon artifact. Now quickly run back. And yes... There is a cyber demon, and then there's the mother demon. So let's put our demon artifact and invulnerability into good use. That's how we deal with both of these guys. And yes, that is the exit of the map. So that's how the last map of Doom 64 Retribution Outcast episode works out. So we can now leave this map now that we have everything. And yeah, that is Nebula. Not too difficult for a boss map. I would say that in fact this map is fairly easy. If you actually know how this map works, it's not going to be much of a problem for you to handle, because you are given the invulnerability, but a little bit of difficulty might be generated if you fail to grab that invulnerability, but it is totally doable, because usually that cyber demon and the mother demon, they kind of like, start in fighting almost in an instant. So it's like, but there's also a chance that they might deal some damage to you at some point, but that's, you're still given a megasphere, so all you need to do is just, take cover behind those pillars, and you're all good for most of the part. But at the same time, you have the luxury of sitting back and letting the mother demon and the cyber demon go at it. But since I have, a fully upgraded Unmaker, I decided to interfere and, put it into good use, which brings us to the little bit of weird design choice, in my opinion, is the fact that the demon artifact is given to use in so late in this one. It's like you basically benefit from the fully upgraded Unmaker for the last 30 seconds you are playing this map, which is a little bit weird, in my opinion, really strange, but it could have certainly been much more fun, and making this last map so that you could kind of like, get the fully upgraded Unmaker early on in this one, so you could just, let out some steam and enjoy all of the things that you have, are achieved up to this point. So that's a little bit weird, but okay map. Definitely not too difficult, plenty of health in this one, and it's a good ending map. Good ending map for Doom 64 Outcast. So let's go check out the story text. What do we get? The last of its kind is history. You scream in insanity as you stand alone in hell. As you stand over the remains of your enemies, you frantically stare at the burning sky. You are now an outcast to humanity, forever bound to hell. The end. So yeah, that's how Doom 64 Retribution Outcast episode comes to an end. But yeah, in my opinion, Outcast it's probably my favorite out of all Doom 64 episodes. It balances, the difficulty is just right. Because some of the maps can be difficult, particularly I would say map number 8 was the most difficult, the penultimate map, which I think was Derelict. So it was probably the most difficult one in this episode, but at the same time we're given like all 3 demon artifacts in this one, so that's pretty nice too. So it's like it keeps you kind of like interested of the maps, you're trying to find out secrets, so. And that's what, Doom should be all about. Where you can just, explore for the greater good. And in my opinion, Outcast does a very good job at that. It's a very, 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 very well done episode. And, yeah. There will be still some Doom 64 videos on my channel. I still have the base game to finish, but unfortunately, as you can probably see, I have only this save, which is only for the Outcast levels, because I have updated this to version 1.4a, which is the current version of, or the latest version of Doom 64 Retribution, which means that actually I did realize that I was digging up my hard drive and I found out that I did actually have already recorded some videos of those fun bonus maps. But the problem is that I still have maps 24, let me think, 23, 24, and 28 to finish. But apart from that, I think I have some of those bonus fun maps pre-recorded, so those are ready to be uploaded. But yeah, there's gonna be a problem. How it's gonna be probably a little bit of a problem for me to get to map 23 with all the demon artifacts and stuff. So I'm probably going to be using cheats, sadly, because I don't honestly want to play through the game and get all the demon artifacts all over again, and that's not fun. So there's going to be a way to finish this game, and I'm probably going to be doing some sort of a solution for that, so I can continue with the base Doom 64. But I'm probably not going to do any of those with commentary, and yeah. But Doom 64 Retribution LP, we're actually reaching the end for most of the part, so it's only a handful of videos for me to do, but it's been a fun LP to do. Very, very fun LP, and I would personally say that this is a very, very, very good mod. If you missed Doom 64 for whatever reason, this is your chance to re-experience it. Not necessarily, 100% authentic, but certainly if you want to go for the high accuracy, there's always the Doom 64X for you. But this is great. So it is, if you're just a Doom fan that wants to play Doom 64, in this case Doom 64 Retribution is right up in your alley. So be sure to grab it. All you need is basically a copy of Doom 2, and all you need to do is just download the mod and run it with GC Doom, or yeah, GC Doom. GC Doom is the port that runs this thing. And also Nebander has done a good job with this mod and introducing us the long lost maps of the Absolution TC, and those are, in my opinion, also a very good reason for you to check out this mod, because speaking of what's to come for Doom 64 Retribution, to my understanding there will be still additional episodes for Doom 64 Retribution, because I was actually digging throughout the WAT file, and I figured that there was I actually checked out one of the map info files, and I figured that there was this episode called Redemption Denied, if I remember correctly. So there will be a new episode, and also I think Nebander himself, he confirmed that there will be at least one more episode on top of that. So we probably get at least 2 more episodes for Doom 64 Retribution. So who knows? But anyway, this has been the Let's Play of Doom 64 Retribution. I was gonna say Duke Nukem, but this is not quite Duke Nukem. But anyway, this has been the Let's Play of Doom 64 Retribution Outcast Episode. So I hope you have enjoyed this. It's been a very fun ride, and this is the kind of mod that if you want to experience Doom 64 on PC, this is probably your best shot at it. And if you want to experience it with highest possible accuracy, then you should go for Doom 64X. But with that, I think we're all done. So I will be probably uploading a couple of those co-op videos that me and my friend, we played through the first 5 maps of Doom 64 on co-op, so I will probably upload a couple of those videos. So sadly, for technical reasons, we couldn't really proceed any further, and we decided not to proceed any further. So there's probably some work for Nebander to be done, making sure that the co-op things work, but I'm quite sure that it's something that Nebander will take on in time. But yeah, he has done one hell of a mod, and it's been really fun to play this, and I'm certainly looking forward to the extra content that he will create in time. So yeah, this is where the LP finally comes to an end. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you around.